know. Caroline's on Broadway. I'm so excited. Andy Angle, thanks for inviting me back. And thanks for all you people for showing up. What do we have in the house today? Anybody born, raised, work, live here in New York City? Anybody not going home to Jersey tonight? Oh, see, proof there's no life in Jersey. Who else do we have? We have Westchester County in the house. Let's hear you. We have Putnam County in the house. And we even go as far as Dutchess County doing? I heard there was somebody here from Scotland. Are there people from Scotland here tonight? I heard you brought the Queen with you. Oh, wrong Queen. Sorry. Well, I need a little help from somebody in the audience tonight because I have a great idea for a movie. So let's see who I can get to help me. We need someone. Can you come up, darling? Do you mind? I mean, you're just so close. There we go. Beautiful. Now, turn around, face around. There you go, there you go. Now, what is your name, darling?
Mary Beth.
Mary Beth. Okay, have you ever been in movies before, besides home movies?
No, I haven't.
Okay, she's not going to tell us that she was. I have this great idea for a movie. What do you think? Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
I know where this is going.
No. You can pick your own part. You can pick your own part, because you know what? I have all the dwarfs already picked out. We could have Mickey Rooney, if he's still alive. Anybody know if he's still alive? Right? He could be Doc, right? And then we could have Gary Coleman. He could be Grumpy. Okay? We could have Tom Cruise, because he really is little. He could be like Dopey, right? We could have, who else? We could have Brad Pitt. We could call him Sassy, so I could have a little fun on the set too, right? And who else? We could have George Bush. We're going to call him Sneaky. Okay? Have you figured out what part you want?
Let's see. Could I? The apple?
The apple? The apple?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I think you'll fit in the basket. Thank you very much. You've been a great sport. See, now that we have that visual, maybe we get things off the ground. I have a little secret to tell you all tonight. I come from centuries of people having sex who weren't supposed to. Okay? It starts off, you're going to do a little history now, okay? It starts off my mother and father, obviously, okay? My father, 6'6", 280 pounds, defensive tackle. San Francisco 49ers. Are they still around? Are they still alive? Did they move or something? I don't know what happened to them. Okay, he's 6'6". My mom's 6 foot, 130. She's a svelte little Celtic American girl, sweater girl, 130 at 6 foot. They were called Tarzan and Joan. My Welsh grandfather was not exactly thrilled because, you know what, 1955 was not exactly a heyday for biracial couples. All right, so they tried it. But my question to them was, didn't they know what their DNA cocktail was going to concoct? Couldn't they look at, like, the progression of the family already? Couldn't they read, like, the footprints in the sand, as it were? My dad has a size 16 men's, same as mine now. Didn't they know what was going to happen? Okay, maybe not. So let's flash back. Where did the Samoan guy come from? Samoa. It's the epicenter of the Pacific Ocean, right? Anybody know about it? Sometimes I tell people about my background and they get all like Margaret Mead on me and they go, but Samoans, weren't they a smaller breed? Yeah, the bigger ones ate them. We're the only ones left. It's the big ones left. You know The Rock? He's got to be my Prince Charming in Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. Who else? Oh, I don't know. Then what else happened? So 1955, not a good time. But it all started back in 1870. Now, 1870 was not the time for biracial couples. It started with my great-grandmother. She was the daughter of the High Chief. Now, the daughter of the High Chief is not supposed to be having sex with a white merchant marine. Especially when the country's at war. But, you know, the guy's setting up a trading store. They marry. I don't know if they had to. They have 4 kids. One of them turns out to be my grandfather. He's sent to the United States to play football for the Army. He meets my grandmother. He winds up somehow in Jamaica. Queens. Right? I think it's the only place they would have been able to survive 1925. Or were they thinking of a biracial couple in 1925? My grandmother's this white woman. She's, you know, from fallen aristocracy, selling girdles door to door. And her husband, the Prince of Samoa, is a school janitor. So proof, you can never judge anything by their looks, right? So here they are, hanging out, 1925. Not a heyday for biracial couples. And where did it all come from? Now, my grandmother, she was 6 foot. She was a big white girl. If you're born in 1898 and you wind up being 6 foot, you're a giant. So I could never really understand, the whole family was kind of like, but wait a minute, Barb was so uptight. Fallen aristocracy, used to have money, yada yada, you're selling girls door to door. All of a sudden, she's like, she's just so uptight. We never understood really why my grandfather married her. He was so laid back and everything. Well, family secrets, right? After my grandmother died, she lived to be 90, my mother tells me, no wonder the Samoan man married her. She had 2 vaginas. I kid you not! I kid you not! There's no such thing as XX, XY, 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 XX. It's all mixed up. I thought, no wonder the guy married her. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Where's the place I want to go? Pick anyone. We're going home. He never went back to Samoa, by the way. He stayed right there in Jamaica, Queens. I think he knew a good thing when he had it. That grandmother, she came from a French pirate. A female French pirate. That's where my mom thinks that I got all my DNA from, was this female French pirate. So, for me, dating is a little tricky. Because I don't know what to do. I have all these great ancestors, it's fine, great. But do I seduce my date and use like the wiles of the South Pacific, give him a little kava kava, little narcotic drink, wait for that to hit home and then rock his parlay? That's his house, for those of you that don't know Samoan. Or do I play demure, like the Blue Blood, and be like coy and wait and wait and wait and wait? Or do I just put on the French pirate act? She's a female French pirate. She did well for herself. She married John C. Marshall, first Supreme Court Justice, who went on to be Secretary of State. Now, he did die, like all the rest of her husbands, so I figured that's probably where I get my diplomacy skills from. But here I am. What do? Do I swoop down, like from a stiff breeze, and carry my dude off like the pirate that I am? Well, it's a bit of a pickle, especially considering that the only men who have ever asked me to marry them are 5'4". Now, I don't understand, what did God give to the 5'4" man that he's got the nerve where the others fail? I don't understand. And did you know that there's also websites out there? 3.2 million hits on to date of short people who like tall women, little itty bitty jockeys, as well as women with small feet. They're always emailing me about their feet. I'm like, I don't know what you want with your feet, honey. But there I am. Well, when he did ask me to marry him, both guys, 5'4", I just couldn't get over the visuals. I thought, what am I supposed to do for the wedding ceremony? Put him on a stump for the vows? Oh, here he is, carrying around a little, those little footstools in case he wants to kiss me during the reception? I don't know how to deal with it. But you know what? I knew that I was destined for the big time when I started doing stand-up comedy at the barbecue pit by the penitentiary in Santa Fe. Everybody used me from on stage. Everybody after me. They're all like, hey, don't I know you? You look a little familiar to me. You got any Mexican in you? You want a little Mexican in you? No, thank you. Hey, don't I know you? Where are you from? You look familiar to me. Hey, you got any Jewish in you? You want a little Jewish in you? I knew I was bound for it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. That's my time. I am Kim Blacklock, one of the tallest women on the planet.